Hey everyone, this is Johnny FD and happy November. Do you want to hear something crazy? Last month, I made $17,000 in passive income while traveling around Europe. And this past 30 days, so from October 1st to 31st, happy Halloween everyone, I've been out of the country again. I do not plan on traveling this much. And to be honest, part of me just wants to sit on this couch and just watch, you know, Netflix. I just want to chill, but it's amazing having these opportunities to be able to travel. So right now I'm in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and I just got back a few days ago from Hawaii. The dropshipping retreat was amazing, and because I had to fly all the way back to the US anyways, I was like, you know what, might as well see some friends. So spent a few days in LA hanging out with my old mentor, JP, what's up, as well as all my other good friends from college. And the craziest part is, of course, while we were there, even though I had no plans to do it, ended up renting a Lamborghini, ended up going to Las Vegas, ended up doing all these crazy things. But best of all, got to make passive income while going there. If you haven't checked out the videos on my YouTube channel, or you haven't read the blog posts, I've been diving with manta rays at night. I've been, just doing all these insane things, and it's been so fun. But now it's time to get back to business. And if it wasn't for all of the passive income that I've built up and all the businesses that I've automated in the last 12 months, I would not have been able to take this, kind of almost like a break. I don't want to say it's a break because I have been working this last month, mainly from like airport lounges and from my hotel room in Hawaii during my breaks. But because I know you always have to be growing your businesses, I'm back to work, and I'm going to show you exactly what I did to get to this level of income, as well as pretty much how you can do it as well. So here is this month's income report. And to kick it off, this is actually $1 million at one of the casinos in Vegas. No, that is not my cash, but one day, very soon, hopefully it will be. So first off, what is my first source of income? For my book sales, Kindle, $217 in book sales. Nothing really new. I would say the only thing is I am tempted every single month to jump on Amazon FBA, to jump on Kindle publishing, because I have friends who make a lot of money doing it. For books, I have friends who make $5,000 or $7,000 a month with just their books, which is a lot more than my $200. So knowing that, sometimes I just want to jump ship and say, you know what, let me try this. But I know to stay on course because my goals, my plans are through e-commerce, through the podcast, through building my courses and things like that. So I'm on track, and this number has been pretty consistent, about $200 a month. But best of all, getting 5-star reviews. Big thank you to Kindle Customer and to Globetrotter for the great reviews. If you guys haven't read Life Changes Quick yet, I highly recommend it because it shows exactly how I set goals to get to this point. Income from Udemy, $515. Best part about this, and this is how you break down, these are actual screenshots of my dashboards where I make, basically it shows exactly how much I make from what, and you can really just analyze it, especially if you are a Udemy instructor. You know exactly what all this stuff means. But basically, I want you to look at this. This is the most important part of it. Udemy organic versus my promotion activity. My promotion activity is $97. That means money that came from my followers or my viewers is less than $100. This is like traffic I've sent to Udemy. While all of this, the rest of it, basically the other $418 came directly from Udemy. And this is why it's so powerful, is because I'm leveraging their platform and their customers, their affiliate program, their ad program, their organic search to get $500 a month completely passively. So another source of, I would say this one is more semi-passive because I do log in and I made a lot of changes to my dropshipping store this month. The two biggest ones would be I fired my VA about a month ago. If you guys have been following the blog, he just hasn't been answering calls, and that's his job, is to answer calls. And he basically just took advantage of me being on vacation, knowing I was going to be on a cruise ship for 12 days without internet. And he figured, Johnny's not going to know I'm not answering calls, but of course I do. And I had to fire him. So if I've hired Conversational, they are a service where they have in-house, phone support agents, and they have been pretty good. I want to say they're definitely not perfect, but they are much better than my VA that I had before, and they are way better than me trying to answer calls while in different time zones. So I do recommend them if you want a 30-day free trial, which is insane that you can get someone to answer your calls for a month for free, like live people. Go to my link through Conversational. That is my affiliate link. So I get credit for referring you, but you also get a 30-day free trial, which is a win-win for everyone. And after that, it's actually I picked the medium plan, the $200 a month plan, and it is going to be well worth it, I could tell. The other thing I did was I really tweaked my ad budget. Not just my budget, but the demographics and who the ads show to. So instead of just showing to everyone, I've chosen things like only show to people who have a household income of $70,000 or more. Why did I choose that? It's because I sell high-end products on my dropshipping stores. They're expensive, and I know most people who aren't making a combined household income of $70,000 or more, that's $35,000 per person, or $70,000 for one. They're not going to be able to afford to buy it. They're going to price compare or shop, and they're just going to waste the ad budgets. So the really cool thing is I got my advertising budget from $1,000 a month to $204, and the sales did drop a little bit, but the profit went straight up because normally if I was spending $1,000 on advertising, the profit would be $1,000 less or $800 less. But because I spent so little on ads this month, most of the actual revenue I got to keep as profit. So this month, even though the total sales was 11,000, which is kind of on the medium side, not as high as it was last month, my profit for this month is actually way higher, and total $2,437, which to me is awesome. That's well over 20%. That's like 25% after all the different expenses. Other cool thing is because we use the Conversational free trial link, phone support instead of spending $250 a month, got that down to zero for the month, which is awesome. And here is a screenshot of the dashboard for my Shopify store. I built this following Anton's method. So if you want to check out that course, you can use this link. And when you use my link, I send you a video on how I build mine, basically how I choose my niches, how do I know when to call suppliers. And basically, I just kind of help people over their hurdles. And if you haven't heard, I'm starting a bunch of new stores this next month. We actually had our first meeting today because today's the first. And it's insane. We have 10 people, all of them who have successful stores. A lot of them actually do make way more than I currently do with this one. But they want to partner because not only have I sold one store for $60,000, but I think I can get all of us to the next level. So if you want to be part of that next year, make sure you have yourself a profitable store before I announce, the openings if we do another round. And that way you have the option where you can either continue building your store on your own, or you can join my partnership and we can build stores together. But I think next year it's only going to be open to people who are part of Anton's course, because it's so much easier for me to just have people who already know what they're doing than trying to explain everything again. So that brings me to investments. So with the $60K that I got from selling my store that I built with Anton's course, I invested a lot of it. And here on this graph, you can see how that money has been growing every month. What I've been doing is something called dollar cost averaging, where I put in around $3,000 a month instead of putting the whole $60K in at once. And then on certain months, I will put in a bunch of buy orders when it's going to go lower, and that way I can get in a little bit faster. But this month has actually been terrible for the stock market, and I have a feeling that because of the elections this month, it's also going to be a very volatile month for November. But the great thing about index funds is as long as you don't panic and you don't sell it while it's low, you're fine. Hold on to it pretty much forever until you retire, or when the stock market's up, then you can sell it. If you want to know more about investing, listen to my other podcast, Invest Like a Boss, with my buddy Sam Marks, or read this Invest blog post. This is where I show you everything that I invest in, including Fundrise and Peer Street. And here are screenshots of my dashboard. Fundrise, I got my first dividend payment. These are e-REITs, so real estate investment trusts. Got $46, which is not bad because I only put $4,000 into the whole thing. And for Pure Street, I got my interest payment for this month, which is $189. I love this because not only are people going to pay back my actual loan in full within a year, and it's backed by their real estate, I also get pretty much like 8 to 10% interest, which is really awesome. If you want to know more, you can click the investments blog post right here. You can watch it there, or just subscribe to the Invest Like a Boss podcast. So with my YouTube videos, I thought about I actually did buy a new drone and the new Mavic Pro. If you guys have seen that, it's this ultra portable, tiny drone that is about the size of a water bottle. So that thing is awesome. But I had to cancel it because it's getting shipped late. And I'm not going to be in the US to grab it when it finally comes out, maybe in December. But it's okay because I realize I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I like making these videos, but I'm too busy running an actual business to make, fun videos. But you can make a ton of money as a YouTuber. So if that is what you want to do, go for it, because I know a lot of people making a lot of money on YouTube. For me, I'm happy with my $77 this month, slight increase from last month. My main bread and butter, if you guys have been following the blog, especially since I sold my main store that was making my most income from dropshipping, I think from 2013 to 2015, the majority of my income was from my dropshipping stores. And because I came out with my course Earnest Affiliate about a year ago, I've been trying to scale my affiliate income so I can be a better teacher and better example. And it's also something I really enjoy doing. So here is an example of some of the things I promote. So Zero Card is a 3% cashback debit card. And I thought it was awesome because I like cashback. I travel a lot and I spend a lot on things like ads for my dropshipping store and other business expenses. So by getting 3% back, that allows me to fly business class pretty much for free, because that's money that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise. So it kind of justifies for me flying business class on all international flights, because I figure this is kind of the reward points paying for it, even though it is just technically cash in the bank. But from promoting this link right here, share this link, just kind of like when you share your Uber link, says you can share this link with a friend, and after their first ride you get $25. This is the same thing, but I'm scaling it on a massive scale, and potentially I have just earned $26,800 in referral credit. The reason why I would probably never see that amount is because they actually have to, just like riding the Uber, they have to actually ride the Uber. They can't just sign up for you to get your $25. For me, they actually have to use the card for 2 months, and I don't think that many people are actually going to go through the process of opening an account, funding it, using it for 2 months, and all the things that are required. So I think about 10% of people will actually go through it, because even though a lot of people want 3% back cash back, I think a lot of people are either lazy or they aren't spending that much on their card anyway, so it doesn't really make that big of a difference. So there's like, it's not that big of a deal. So either way, I'm probably going to make at least $2,000 or more from sharing this one link that I would just going to share anyways, because this is something I'm very excited about. And that is a very easy example of the type of affiliate marketing I do. And here are some of the products I promote. Here is my Amazon affiliate dashboard. So you can see some of the products that people have bought through my link, including this Pack Safe backpack, the one I currently use, and I wrote a review about. Some of the books that I reviewed, and some other things as well. All this stuff is inside the case studies of my actual affiliate course called Earnest Affiliates. If you want to see more and you want to know everything that I promote, as well as how you can do the same, join my course, Earnest Affiliate. Speaking of which, how much did I make from the actual course? I made $2,364 in student signups. So really excited that this is growing, especially because my students are starting to get really successful themselves. A lot of them are making a couple $100 a month. A couple of people are making over $1,000 a month now, and I think their word of mouth is going to grow this like crazy. So this number, 2,300, I'm very happy with. But I would like to become a full-time teacher and speaker, because this is what I enjoy doing. So I'm trying to get everyone to this level. So I don't know if you saw this. I made $17,000 this month from affiliate income, which is insane to me. This is like, honestly, every single month I add up the numbers and I'm like, oh my God, how is it so high? And I know why it is, because I'm the one that teaches how to do it, and I've been doing it for so long, but it still blows my mind every single month. Every time I see like, a couple $100 here, a couple $1,000 here, it just adds up like insane. So even though I make a lot more money being an affiliate myself, I really want to teach others how to do it. And I want to grow this number because I really like making courses. So obviously there's going to be expenses as well. Everything above, I pretty much calculated into net profit, but I have random expenses. I have an intern. I pay for his expenses, co-working space for both of us, payment gateways, my email software. I bought a new iPhone 7 Plus. All the stuff added up to about $2,100. And I've been doing a lot of traveling lately. Flew from Chiang Mai to LA business class round trip, China Southern. It was actually very cheap compared to what it is normally, $2,400. Stayed at D in Las Vegas. Not my choice of hotels, but my cousin's friend wanted to stay there, and I paid for the room that me and my cousin split, so $166 for that. And I flew from Las Vegas to LA to catch my Hawaii flight, and I got that for free because I had reward points with Southwest. Unfortunately, Southwest was delayed for no reason, probably just because they suck, and I missed my flight to Hawaii. And not only did I have to book a hotel for that night, and I have a video about this if you want to watch it. So I paid $200 for a hotel that night because I was so stressed. I just wanted to stay somewhere nice, and I ended up paying for another flight the very next day. That was $315 with United Airlines. Both American Airlines and United sucks. So if you can avoid them, use someone else. But definitely at least fly in a exit row if you're going to fly them, because it's so uncomfortable to fly from LA to Hawaii on a 5-hour flight in these tiny, tiny seats. But what I did was when I came back, I stayed at a Motel 6 because I was only there for a night. I didn't really care. And it was still $100 and it was not very nice. I don't recommend it. When I was in Hawaii, I did the Manta Ray night dives. I went scuba diving during the day. Had to pay for the Uber Lyft from the airport. And I rented a Lamborghini for the day. Here is a photo of me there. So I spent a lot of money kind of traveling and also having fun. But it was actually somehow less than the month before, but probably because I was in Europe the month before, and I also was on the cruise, so that was really expensive. But this number is going to be very, very, very low next month because I'm back in Chiang Mai. I'm going to guess my entire expenses for the whole month, including rent, including food, everything next month is going to be probably something like $1,500. So that is going to be a lot less than all of this. It actually doesn't even include food, which is it's probably going to be a lot higher than this actual number. I also donate to Donors Choose, which is a program where you can donate directly to classrooms, which is pretty cool, to the Muay Thai school in Isan, to Warm Hearts Worldwide, to kind of prevent the burning season, which is coming up again soon. So hopefully everybody is looking into this. And I also have been sending my parents $1,000 a month so I can retire my mom. Here is a photo of a hula girl from my airport shuttle in Hawaii. And my grand total, which was $21,959 this month, which is insane to me because this is pretty much just all passive income while traveling to, LA, hanging out in Vegas, being in Hawaii, driving this Lamborghini on the racetrack. It's so insane that I can make this every single month. Not every month, but pretty consistently over $15,000 every month of last year just by running these online businesses. And this is all while traveling the world as a digital nomad. So this has been really fun. I would say my best advice to all of you watching this is think about the 5 people that you hang out with most, the ones that you spend the most time with, and add up all of your income and divide that by 5. So get the average. And I guarantee it's going to be very similar to yours. Think about the people you hang out with wisely. Try to surround yourself with other entrepreneurs. Keep in touch. Subscribe, because I'm going to write a whole blog post and have an interview about networking, because I really think that not only is that one of the best ways to, grow and improve, but also it's just kind of needed as an entrepreneur. But as a hint, the very first step is to work on yourself. So you have to become successful yourself before anyone else just want to spend time with you. That is the hard lesson in life, but that is how you get to this level of income. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can see videos every month and updates, as well as kind of the fun videos of things like racing Lamborghinis on the track. And I will see all of you next month. Peace out.